How goes it, everyone? I am the world famous Fat Kid, and today, Week 9 picks. Coming off of an 11-5 Week 8, so we're sitting strong, well above 500 for the year, even with those rough weeks earlier. But we're looking to build on 11-5. We got 15 games this week. Pittsburgh and San Francisco are both on byes. San Francisco really needs it, especially since there's word on the street that McCaffrey could be coming back week 10. As a McCaffrey owner in my fantasy, here's hoping. Next, we're going to start with. Oh, how can we next when we haven't even started? Anyway, Houston Texans taking on the New Jersey Jets on Thursday Night Football. Halloween edition. Yeah, Houston. It's gonna be a scary game. Yeah, all right, that's it. I'm done. Houston without Diggs, but they do have Joe Mixon, who's been running the ball really well. They still have Stroud. I believe Tank Dell is still in. Nico Collins is out. I don't know if that was for the year or not. I'm not gonna look it up. You can tell me in the comments if you wish. Jets are bad. Moving on. We go to the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons, and surprisingly, I'm going with the Falcons. Dallas has looked really bad. Yeah, Atlanta's looked pretty good. I'm not going to say really good, pretty good. So, yeah, Atlanta. Then, Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore coming off of a heartbreaker against Cleveland, but like I've said before, divisional game. Denver getting a little bit better offensively, but still not very good. Defense is all right. This is going to be an ugly game. Smash mouth. It's going to be whoever can run the ball better. And I'm going with the Ravens on that one. Ravens. Then we move on to the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Even with Tua, I'm going with Buffalo. Buffalo's playing really well right now. They're kicking it into high gear if you want to say that. Miami will have to get back into rhythm with Tua. I can't turn my back on the Bills right now. Then we move on to the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. To my knowledge, Derek Carr is not coming back for a bit. He's still going to be injured. I'm going to look this up because I did this last week. I didn't know Jaden Daniels was playing, and I would have picked Washington last week. If Carr is playing, I'm taking the Saints against the Panthers. Okay, it says he's on track. So you know what? I'm going to say the Saints. I originally had the Panthers because I figured it was Spencer Rattler. There's no asterisks here. It's either one or the other. If Carr plays, Saints win. I'm picking the Saints. He's expected to play. If he doesn't, well, I pick the Saints. Next, we're going to move on to the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, both losing close games. Well, sorry, Cincy's wasn't close. It's fine. I'm going with the Bengals. I said I'm not taking the Raiders for the rest of the year. They've failed me too many times. Bengals are the better offensive team. There's no hope. Next, we move on to the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland looked good. Jameis Winston maybe changed the team a little bit, but I'm going with the Chargers. Better run game, better defense. Well, about similar defense. Herbert really has nobody to throw to. I mean, Lad McConkey is coming out of nowhere. He's been up and down, so we'll see if he's staying at a peak or if he goes to a valley. Then we move on to the Washington Commanders taking on the New Jersey Giants, and I got to go Washington. Giants suck. Straight and pure and simple and all the that. Commanders win. Jane Daniels, Rookie of the Year. Woo. Next, New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans, and this may be the first time or the second time I've taken the Patriots. Tennessee's bad. They got rid of Hopkins, even though he wasn't doing anything. I think that's more because of the quarterback situation in Tennessee. New England, they're similar defenses. I think New England's just slightly better offensively. Got it? Got it. Next, the Chicago Bears taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals squeaking out a win by 1. Bears losing by 1 last week. I'm going Arizona. I think Kyler Murray better than Caleb Williams. You go Marvin Harrison better than DJ Moore. The Bears defense is slightly better, but I like James Conner over DeAndre Swift. Like, I would say the Cardinals have more wins in the position matchup. That's why I'm going to go with the Cardinals. It's not going to be a good game. Watch. It's going to be the best game of the week. Next, we move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And Saquon is just going to run all over Jacksonville. I'm taking the Eagles. Jacksonville hung in there with Green Bay. Just couldn't quite do it. Yeah. That's why I got to go with Philly. They're getting hot. I don't know if they're going to catch Washington before playoffs for the division, but they may squeeze into a wild card. Who knows? Next, this is the game of the week. Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. I was under the assumption that Love is out again, so I'm going to take a quick gander at that. But I'm still taking Detroit, even if Love plays. It is going to be a knockout, drag-out, NFC North. Just it's either going to be super low scoring or it's going to be an extremely high shootout. So, yeah, it looks like Love's not going to play. I'm still taking Detroit. That's the long, sweet, short of it. That didn't make any sense. Then we move on to the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. NFC West matchup. Rams look healthy. They still have a couple pieces missing, and they could even get healthier as the season goes. I'm taking the Rams. Seattle's struggling. They were one of the best teams early, and now they've just started to slip. I think the Rams might win the division. Weird. Next, Sunday Night Football. Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And I did not mention this in my recap. Anthony Richardson benched for Joe Flacco. Flacco should have been the starter even when Richardson got healthy. Richardson pulled himself from the game against Houston because he was tired. Weird how that works out, where he admits that to the media and then gets benched the next game. Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota. Indy's kind of, dude, don't get me wrong, Flacco's going to give him a good chance. It's going to be a weird game, but in a good way. I'm taking the Vikings. It should be fun to watch. Then, to close out the week, Monday Night Football. Tampa Bay Bucks taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. The Bucks aren't healthy enough to compete. The defense is going to have to... The Bucks defense is going to have to keep Mahomes in check. Because, of course, Kelsey's done jack shit all year until he played the Raiders. Yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Anyway, yeah, taking the Chiefs. They're going to be 8-0, and God, I fucking hate them. Anyway, there's the picks. Let me know what you think. What's the game you're looking forward to? Who do you think's going to win? All that fun stuff. Thank you for watching. Until my next one, I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you later. Bye.